So Raw starts off this week with Stephanie McMahon dancing her way onto the ring and shit like that. Well, at least that's better than the no chance. That's what you got. No, nah, I don't think anything beats the power walk by Mr. McMahon. Okay, just saying. But yeah, she gets up in the ring and she talks about how Mick Foley wasn't up to anything last week and he totally dropped the ball as far as introducing Samoa Joe and the contract signing and all that. So she gave him the week off. Okay. Yeah. Cue Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns wants Strowman. Duh. Because of, you know, they want each other. He doesn't want to wait until Fastlane. And of course, Steph obviously trolls the crowd. Do you want to see Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman tonight? Look, how do you feel? If anyone's going to the wrestling events, how do you actually fall for that crowd participation? How? You know damn well they're not going to, especially Stephanie or Triple H or, look, the resident heels that are general managers and stuff like that are not going to give you that. So, following the sing-along with that is just totally ridiculous. It just is. But, yeah, of course, she's like, no, yeah, these people obviously don't care about you because they know what will happen if you get up in there with Strowman. You're not even 100%. He'll totally destroy you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And Strowman's going to have a match with Mark Henry. And if Reigns comes down and interferes and stuff like that, she'll probably take it away or maybe even take him off of WrestleMania. At that point, I'm like, yeah, Reigns, interfere. We don't want to see you at WrestleMania. Fuck you. We don't want to see you there. Please interfere in that match. But before any of that, Anderson and Gallows show up. Anderson and Gallows basically white knight for Stephanie McMahon. And yeah, that's basically what they did. Sorry. It's funny because even before that, Reigns said he doesn't care about anyone not liking him. Well, that's a fucking duh at this point. Like, he's going to be like, oh yeah, my fans and my people. No, if he gets on the mic and says that would be a total just debacle because his fans are too far and in between. They're out there, but they're still too far and in between, especially in the adult base. But yeah, this gets prompted to an Anderson and Gallows 2-on-1 match with Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns basically, how many Superman punches are we going to see in the match? You know, I've said a couple of times, take a shot every time Reigns does a Superman punch. But then there will just be way too many alcoholics. I mean, AA won't even be able to cure that shit. It's just... But anyway, the match ends up being a fucking disqualification because Anderson and Gallows just continue to beat him down. But they go for the magic killer, and well, what do you know? Roman Reigns fights out of it. You're telling me that he gets beat down, and he fights a magic killer, and then next thing you know, Superman punches and stuff like that, and it's like, ugh. Oh, God. It's just that they tried to just hype Reigns up in a way that we don't want to see him hyped up. And it's just ridiculous. He just took on and just thwarted back the tag team champions. No. So, Kofi Kingston faces Bo Dallas. Bo just can't catch a break. Believe in Bo? Yeah, people are not believing in Bo. But the New Day, actually, they come down and they start discussing the blueprints for their ice cream machine. Yeah. Because... But the match was pretty much short and sweet. And Bo Dallas got beat with the SOS by Kofi. He didn't even get the dignity of a fucking Kofi's real finisher. The Trouble in Paradise, he got beat by the SOS. But the funny thing about it is, during the match, Bo Dallas actually tears up the blueprints to the ice cream machine. And of course, New Day gets all hysterical about it. Yeah, play along. It's just, Yeah, New Day is one of the best comedy angles that WWE has, and they're still over, regardless on how much they have dropped. But they're still over, and they can still get the crowd into it. People are still shouting "New Day rocks." They just are. It's ice cream machine. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, you get Jack Gallagher, gentleman Jack Gallagher, against Noam Dar with Alicia Fox in this corner. Noam Dar with Alicia Fox. But anyway, standard cruiserweight match. And this is basically setting up the whole gentleman Jack Gallagher going against Neville. Because that will happen at Fastlane for the Cruiserweight Championship. And even in a backstage interview, you know, they came face to face and stuff like that. So they're trying to get us emotionally involved. But you have this gentleman going against Neville, the king of cruiserweights. Damn, you talk about polar opposites. I wonder if gentleman Jack Gallagher is actually going to let himself loose in the ring. He beat Noam Dar with a fucking... Well, now he's starting to headbutt people, which stuns him, too. And then he hit a fucking drop kick out of the corner. A la Daniel Bryan. Yeah, Daniel Bryan. Not that Miz pussy. No, okay? He doesn't even do it right. He barely touches the opponents, and he still plays it fucking safe with a fucking drop kick. The Miz... Fuck that guy. But anyway. After the match, Neville basically comes, you know, at the top of the aisle and basically raises his Cruiserweight Championship up. And it was like, yeah, that's what it's all about. And so on and so forth. But the segment basically ends right there. And it's like, yeah, I understand why Neville didn't go to the ring and try to start beating down Jack Gallagher. I understand. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, he just raises the belt. That's okay. So, you finally get the premiere of Emelina. She comes out. Yeah. Premiere of Emelina. Now, it will be the premiere of Emma. Okay. So, we waited for Emelina. And you gave us all that. You gave us all the pictures. You gave us all the fucking photo shoots, whatever. You gave us all that, and now you're gonna go back to Emma. Oh well. If you think that's creativity, I don't know. That's being creative? No, just backstage interview with Bayley. And yes, she will achieve. She will win. Stephanie says that she doesn't belong. Charlotte ragging her down. Yes, the wash, rinse, repeat. But at least Bayley is over. At least Bayley is talented. At least Bayley actually... At least we actually fucking care about her. We do. And she gets a title shot on this show. So, in the backstage of actually Kevin Owens talking to Chris Jericho about their festival of friendship that's going to be happening later on in the night, Triple H approaches him and just wants to talk to Kevin Owens alone. Okay. I was already seeing where this was going because of Triple H. You look, if you trust Triple H by now with anything, then you're just a fool, and more on that in a little bit. Strowman versus Mark Henry. Strowman versus Mark Henry. Did anyone take this match seriously? I don't think so. I know I didn't. I knew that Mark Henry wasn't going to win. Yes, they tried to showcase Henry as far as his strength and stuff like that, but he gets him up in the World's Strongest Slam, and he actually falls back, and they said, Strowman adjusted his weight. What? No. No. Just... No. Mark Henry has World Strong Slam, the Great Khali, and Big Show when Big Show was heavy as fuck. You're telling me that Strowman's gonna shift his weight and then Mark Henry's gonna fall? No! Just... No. But yeah, Strowman power slams him and he wins. Yeah. And then Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Now, again, he comes out after the match. I'm like, why didn't you come on during the match so we don't have to fucking see you at WrestleMania? But this is when it gets very fucking stupid because he hits the fucking ring and he gets warded off the fucking apron. And Roman Reigns is trying to get mad and he gets into the ring. Superman punch. Another shot. Superman punch. Another shot. He tries to go for a spear. None of that. Power slam. Again, it was a very fucking dumb segment because I'm just like, I'm just not. Look, again, keep them both out of fucking titles and keep them feuding, but stop having confrontations with these two. Just stop it. We already know that there's going to be a collision at Fastlane, but stop having them having collisions. Just fucking stop. Their collisions are boring. Just give us the fucking match at Fastlane. That's just my opinion. So, what do we have over here? Couple of haters? Yeah, Enzo and Cass basically. It's funny because Sheamus and Cesaro were actually trying to train Bayley, and Bayley was hitting the fist of Cesaro, and Sheamus was like, "No, you hit like that." Hey, why you hitting? Yeah, but Enzo and Cass clashed with Sheamus and Cesaro in the backstage, and it was because of what happened last week of Enzo and Cass costing Sheamus and Cesaro their rematch for the tag team championships. But yeah, it was standard because see you in the ring type of thing. But there will be a one-on-one match, not a tag match, just a one-on-one match. I think this is gonna just lay out at WrestleMania, and that's when I think that Enzo and Cass are gonna get the titles. But so you have Michael Cole interviewing Samoa Joe because earlier in the evening you had Samoa Joe arriving in a fucking limousine with Triple H, and as Joe and Michael Cole sat down with each other, it basically went like this. Joe, was talking about that no one was on his level. He talked about it took him 18 years to get there, and Triple H is the one that opened the door. He talked about no one can stand toe-to-toe against him. And Michael Cole basically brought up Triple H more than once, and Samoa Joe was like, look, is this about Triple H or is this about me? But Michael Cole brought up the past relationships that Triple H has been in as far as wrestlers. Batista, Randy Orton, HBK, Seth Rollins, and Joe's response with those names was he basically said that they needed to be propped up. Joe doesn't need to be propped up. And I'm like, wait a second here. HBK needed to be propped up by Triple H? No. I understand that Randy Orton was a part of Evolution, but he was a third generation superstar anyway. I think the only one that really qualifies is Batista. And as far as Seth Rollins, he was the first ever NXT champion. And yeah, he joined the Shield right after that, and they became a big name. So, Joe basically got his being propped up in other organizations, not WWE so far. So as far as him saying that those other guys needed Triple H to prop them up, especially HBK, I'm just like, And he talked about he's not some guy like Sami Zayn that's just happy to be there. No, he's here to destroy, basically. He's there to... he's there when he's there to destroy. He's there, of course. Speaking of Sami Zayn faces Rusev. And Rusev, look, you can't do the face mask thing like Cody Rhodes, okay? No. No. And how did that hell of a kick work if Rusev had the face mask on? And Lana, why did you cut your hair? Damn it. Yeah, I like long hair on women. But anyway. After Sami Zayn beats Rusev, there's a Zayn interview. He talks about the last week's setback against Jericho, but he doesn't stay down. You come back and you build yourself back up. and that's what it's all about. And he mentioned Samoa Joe, and he's like, yeah, Samoa Joe is not like me. There's no one that's like me. Okay. And then Joe's music gets played, and Sami Zayn seems to be ready for him, but he gets attacked by his side anyway, and gets beat down, and gets choked out. So, I guess that's where that next feud is Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn. Go figure. He already took out Seth Rollins, and he already beat Roman Reigns last week. Yes, it was kind of interfery, but he did it, so Sami Zayn is next. Because, of course, Rollins is out of the picture. So, yeah. Sad, but yeah. Hall of Fame time. Teddy Long. Well, yeah, that's a George Jefferson walk, but Teddy Long is going in the Hall of Fame. Now, most people are just aware of him just being a part of, SmackDown as far as being the general manager. No, he's been a manager before. He's been a referee before. He's managed all the way back. All the way back. He's been around the wrestling business for a long freaking time. And he's rarely had a misstep as far as, yes, a lot of people didn't like him at SmackDown general manager because he always set up tag team matches, and Stephanie McMahon even made fun of that at the beginning of the show. But nevertheless, he contributed a lot as far as the whole wrestling industry as a whole. So congratulations to Teddy Long being in the Hall of Fame. So you have Akira Tozawa versus Arya Daivari, and you have Brian Kendrick on commentary. Look, we already know that Brian Kendrick is not totally welcoming of Tozawa-san. He's just not. Just kick the feud off already. Just do it. And yeah, Akira Tozawa, once again with that fast-ass German in order to fucking win. Will that become the next out-of-nowhere move? That's what I think. You have RKO out of nowhere. Now they're trying to say hell of a kick out of nowhere. Yeah, German out of nowhere, because it is that fucking fast, and he can do it to just about any fucking cruiserweight at that speed. The Festival of Friendship. Showgirls, because they were in Las Vegas. You have Chris Jericho that walks out. He introduces Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is not thrilled. Presents. Oh, God, the presents. Now, look, the presents actually made me laugh. They did. They had a little, Jericho had a sculpture of motherfuckers, kissing. He had a painting with Jericho and Owens with their belts, reaching out to Jericho. I was like, oh, God. And he wanted Owens to hang that shit up. And Owens was like, wait, I got 2 kids at home. I'm not doing that. Wow. That just reminds me of some Billy and Chuck shit. It does. And then, the whole meat of why they were out there. You had Kevin Owens wanting Goldberg so they can beat him up, so he wouldn't have hardly anything left for Fastlane. So, Jericho actually brings him Gilbert, Dwayne Gill. And Dwayne Gilbert gets destroyed by Kevin Owens. Destroyed by Kevin Owens. Yes. But right after that, Owens is pissed off. Jericho actually pours his heart out, saying how much he did tonight, and yeah. Oh, and there was a fucking magician, and the magician actually made the list. But Jericho actually pours his heart out to Owens, but Owens is like, yeah, I have a present for you. A box, he opens this up, and it's a list of KO. And Jericho's like, wait a minute, why am I on this list? And then the implosion, and then the beatdown. Kevin Owens actually beats down Chris Jericho. You see, that's why I said don't fucking trust Triple H. Now, regardless of what's been leading up to this, but as far as Jericho accepting matches for him, but Jericho has always fucking been there. There was video montages of Jericho always fucking being there when it counted. And now the friendship implodes. Wow. And it was a fucking beatdown. It was. There was a powerbomb onto the apron. It was, and he even put Jericho's face into the fake TV screen that was set up there for the Festival of Friendship. And Kevin Owens, he was pissed at the presence. He pushed the painting and the sculpture and all of that, and he just walks out. Kevin Owens, you're going to fucking need that in order to keep this title until WrestleMania, which I think is not going to happen, but still. I guess the whole friendship thing is over between KO and Jericho. Yeah. Enzo and Cass. Yeah, they do their whole usual stick, and Enzo makes fun of Cesaro, saying that, yeah, he was the Swiss Superman, and yeah, he made fun of his bald hair. He made fun of everything of Cesaro's quote unquote evolution. And Enzo paid for it during the match because, of course, it was Enzo versus Cesaro, and lo and behold, Enzo got beat by the fucking uppercut. Yeah, I mean, it was short and sweet, but oh well. It's like, just have the tag team match already, and Anderson and Gallows come and interfere, so we can have a triple threat at WrestleMania. Just do that already, because, yeah. So, you get to the main event. Bayley versus Charlotte. Now look, earlier you had Charlotte talking to Sasha, and they went back and forth again. Yeah, Sasha, you can just stay back here, and Sasha's like, yeah, I can take that, I beat you, and we beat each other, and stuff like that. I'm not going to go word for word on the fucking backstage thing that they did. But the match was excellent, to say the least. These women were all over the place, and it was the main event of Raw, once again, headlined by these women that can actually go in the fucking ring. Bravo for that. Now, the climax came when Bayley put fucking Charlotte in the figure four. And Dana Brooke comes out and actually breaks it up without the referee seeing it. But amongst all that, Sasha Banks comes out with her crutches, hits Dana Brooke. Now, Charlotte has Bayley in a figure eight at this time, and actually got the chance to hit Charlotte with the crutch without the referee seeing it, so she broke the figure eight. And then, Bayley to Bayley later, and we have a new Raw Women's Champion, Bayley. I don't like this one bit. And the main reason why I don't like it is because you know damn well that Charlotte will get it back at the pay-per-view, which is in a couple of fucking weeks. That's why I don't like it. I like the fact that Bayley got to the Holy Grail. She's champion. And now all four horsewomen of NXT has held a women's championship. But I don't like the fact that there's just going to be another hot potato instance that Charlotte is going to get this fucking belt back at the fucking pay-per-view because she's undefeated in single competition at pay-per-view. They always pointed out she's the queen of pay-per-views, and they're just going to fucking, hey, you can borrow this. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm taking it back now. That's basically what they're doing here, and that's what really, really pisses me off. It does. They're trying to put Charlotte to the point where she's going to have the most title reigns as much as her father or even more. She might even surpass Cena at this point. But there you have it. Did you like this Raw? What did you think about my review report? Am I full of shit? Do you... look, I'm always open for debate as far as wrestling. So, leave a comment. And while you're at it, hit that like button and hit subscribe. I'm always here reporting. But, God, if Bayley keeps it for a while, fine. I will say bravo to that. But if she hot potatoes it back to Charlotte, I will be pissed off because, again, that just basically devalues everything. She worked hard to get there. Now she's finally there. Let her fucking run with it for a while. Please. Drop kicks, body slams. Throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.